is up, everybody? Welcome to another fresh take. Vicky, how are you?
I am good. I can't complain.
Yeah, it's been a fun last few months. Some people you kind of hadn't seen us.
Yeah.
Um, uh, look, there was a lot of stuff happening at the end of the year last year. So, you know, adulting sucks, and there's not enough hours in the day. They just not enough. There's not enough hours in the day.
There really aren't.
Yeah. So, what I want to do for this episode is basically just give our best, worst of 2022 and what we're looking forward to that we know of that's going to be releasing in 2023. So, Vicky, I want to start with you. What show did you not like in 2022?
Um,
And this could be any show that we've watched together or you watched on your own.
I know. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything that I watched that I didn't like.
Okay.
I don't. I'm trying to think if there's something I started and I was like, oh nah, I'm good, and then
Yeah,
that would be the only thing because I wouldn't continue to watch it.
now, well, that could be one of yours. I mean,
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to think of like any shows because otherwise I was watching just things that we had to watch, and then
yeah.
I don't know. You tell me yours, and maybe something will
Did it
spark.
jog you? Okay. Well, the one that I would say would probably be the one that I was disappointed in was Halo. Halo was the one I was disappointed in. I
Oh, okay.
I I kept giving it a shot, and I was like, okay, let me go back. I even went back and watched like the last three episodes, like a few weeks ago, just to see if it was just initial thing that I didn't like. I was like, no, it's just it just didn't feel right. It's like for every good thing they did like 10 things wrong, and it doesn't help when you have like one of the showrunners quit before the season started, and then another one quit right after it ends. You're like, oh, this can't be good. So, and then you come to find out like other stuff that was going on behind the scenes. I'm like, wow, dude, this is really weird. Like, should we watch the second season? Because it did get greenlit for a second season.
Yeah.
It did. So
I mean, we in it.
we
We gonna be to watch it.
yeah, yeah. But that one was the one that I was just disappointed in because I was like going into it. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see how they do it. And I guess I've been kind of spoiled by like Marvel and Warner Brothers, what they've been doing with their own shows. And like, let's be real, CBS got money. It ain't like they don't got money. Anybody thinking that they don't have money, you're highly mistaken. They got enough money to like back it. So, um, it was one of those things where I think like sometimes the CG worked, sometimes it didn't.
Yeah.
The costumes when they would zoom in on the Spartan suits would look like rubber and plaster. You're like, dude, don't zoom in. Like stop zooming in. Like please stop zooming in. If y'all not gonna like CG this stuff, don't zoom in on it because
Yeah.
it looks fake. Like I've seen cosplayers with better looking Halo armor, Spartan armor than what's on the show. And I'm like, that should never happen in my opinion. Especially when I can see if they didn't have money, but it's CBS, and they should have known they were gonna have to you gonna have to put up the bucks because like you got Disney and Warner Brothers out here, and especially Amazon. Jeez, they Amazon be like, oh, y'all need $400 million, huh?
Here we go.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, now make this look good. Y'all don't be embarrassing me in public. So that's pretty much like that. That was the one that I was disappointed in. I would say
Yeah.
it did some good things, but I think overall I was just disappointed in it compared to other things that I watched during the year.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess for me, was that this year? That or was that last year? The what's it called? Wheel of Time.
I think it started last year, but the season ended. It started in 2021, but the season ended in 2022 at the beginning of 2022. That was one of them
Okay.
late ones. So I'll allow it.
Okay. That one I felt like there should have been more happening. I felt like there was a lot left on the table. I didn't read the books, but I'm sure the books are probably really good. So, I feel like I read a book that was called Wheel of Time, Once Upon a Time, but it might not have been the same thing. So that one's kind of like, eh. Um, season 2 of Winx, the like fairy one.
The one on Netflix?
Yeah, the one on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is based off of like that cartoon that was like Disney or Nickelodeon or whatever.
I was going to say, because that sounds like that cartoon that
Yeah,
was on like
it's the cartoon,
20
but it's
years
live,
ago.
yeah, it's live action. It's live action, people.
Is that one of those like what they did with Riverdale where they tried to make it all edgy and because it's adult now and all that? Oh God.
Yeah, basically. That one, like that season was just okay. I was like, y'all could have pushed it a lot harder. Y'all could have like leveled up the other characters a lot faster, not in the last episode. Like there was so much stuff they could have did. So I was just like,
gotcha.
And then was that season 4 of the Stranger Things?
Yeah, season 4 of Stranger Things. Yeah.
That was this year, right?
Yeah.
All the main characters were useless, and all the stuff with 11 was was annoying. Like her going through her past as a kid and coming back. I was like, all that for you just to tell us that she knew the dude in the past. That's like we could have moved that all along. Like, come on. So like all the secondary characters from the main, was it 4 or 5 of them? All those other characters, their backs hurt from carrying the show. Well, made it so much more interesting. Like the little sister was awesome. Dude that was in charge of the Hellfire. What are the 2 characters? What else? I forget their names.
You gotcha.
But like everybody else outside of the main were so much more interesting, and why I stuck around, because I was like, I just don't even care about these main characters anymore.
I'll give you that. Like Stranger Things, I thought, because I watched that one a little late this past year, and I was disappointed in that one too, because I'm like, all these episodes are all long and it's full of fluff. Like y'all could have trimmed like 30 minutes out of these episodes.
You can trim out basically all the other stuff, all the other characters. Because like Hopper, his stuff was interesting. Yeah. Okay, so Nancy was cool. Steve, like their stuff on the outside that was going on was so much better than anything to do with the main characters and 11, when like her whole connecting to the past dude, like that could all just been one episode and done for. Yeah. We didn't have to do episode after episode of her being a kid, and like, no, that could have been. So that was a disappointment.
Yeah, that one I would agree, because I'm like, it, especially from a time perspective, like those episodes didn't need to be that long. They just didn't need that. And I'm kind of like, okay, I'm kind of glad season 5 is going to be the end of it, because I think this is one of the ones that probably didn't overstayed its welcome. Now, to be fair, the pandemic did not help that one, because I think like the way season 3 ended, I think it took too long for them to come back, because once again, they're all those kids have been going on growth spurts. Parents, so you're like, yeah, I'm not believing that y'all
just do a time jump them to junior year of high school.
That's what I would have did instead of like
junior senior year.
Yeah, instead of saying they're freshmen in high school, I would be like, nah, we need to say they junior and senior in high school, because I'm sorry, but like the boy that plays Will, he went from being like 5'5" to 6'1". I'm like, bro, you can't explain this.
And that would be fine, because like then they can go on to college stuff.
Yeah,
so like jump them all forward, and we all would understand.
Yeah,
then like I guess, did it end yet? Andor.
Yeah, Andor. Yeah,
so,
it ended.
It's been painful. Now, first of all, I am a huge Star Wars nerd. I'm not as deep as Jay is, but I love me some Star Wars. Okay, I am here. If it's a Star Wars something, I just haven't really gotten into the animated stuff. I don't know why it just hasn't connected with me just yet. I'm sure if I could just find, some extra hours in the day, I could watch something. But I keep trying, and I watch an episode of Andor, and I'm like, what happened? Because I'm not even paying attention. Like, something about the show is not connecting. Like, I don't know why it is, but it's just not. It's not giving.
It's not grabbing you.
Yeah, it's not grabbing me. And most Star Wars shows, movies, whatever, I'm in. But, so it's been like pulling teeth to get me through every episode, and I'm still like.
Here's the problem with Andor.
So maybe you can tell me what's wrong with the show that I'm just not connecting.
It's a good show. The problem is you don't care about Andor.
Maybe that's it.
That's the problem. I mean, and don't get me wrong, Diego Luna is not a bad actor by any stretch of the imagination. The problem is everybody around him is just the stuff that's going on around him is so much more interesting that when you get to the stuff that he's doing, it's kind of like, okay, I see what you're doing. I get it. I don't care. Go back to this other stuff. Or let me see this other character. Or, because it's hard to explain. It's just like, it's kind of like with Rogue One. Rogue One, I'm like, I like every character in here except you. And that's the character they decided to do the show on.
Right?
And it's not.
That's what it is. Because I really liked Rogue One.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he's in it.
Yeah.
But then I realized when I thought back, I was like, I don't really remember him all that much.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't like.
He doesn't stand out. And I'm like, at the same time, like the stuff with, because they have Mothra in there from A New Hope. She's in there. And like the way that character is, she's way more interesting. Stuff going on with her is interesting, right? But then we got to go back to Cassie, and you're like, dude, I don't care. Like I don't care. So like it's not a bad show. It's just I think it's the same problem that I had with Rogue One. I like Rogue One. I just don't care for these couple characters here, and they decide to do a whole show around the one character that I'm like I can do without. Yeah. But I like what they're doing because like the show itself shows a different side of Star Wars where it's like you ain't got no Jedi, you ain't got no lightsabers. This is like regular normal people, and you seeing how the Empire really don't give a damn if you Poe.
Right, that's why, like everything around him is so much more interesting than him.
Yeah. So
and
and the other thing too is that I'm gonna need Disney and Star Wars stop doing this. Stop doing 2 and 3 episode premieres, please. If you either release the whole season or don't, make up your mind. But this 2-3 episode premieres need to stop. Just stop because you're playing too much.
It sets me back. It knocks off the pace and
the rhythm because it's easier for me to say, okay, I can block this 30 minutes or this hour for this episode a week.
Yeah.
But when you're doing like, okay, we're going to give you the 3 episode premiere and all 3 episodes are 50 minutes apiece. Help me. So, I mean, come on, man, work with me a little bit. All right. So yeah, I mean, I can see that with Andor because like I've watched Andor. It's not bad. It's just, I don't care about the main character. And that's going to be a problem with one of the shows that I actually liked this past year. So one of the shows that I actually liked and enjoyed a lot, there's 2 of them. They're actually tied. I liked House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones House of the Dragon. I enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. And Rings of Power. The problem that I have with Rings of Power is the same problem I have with Andor. Like, they made it about Galadriel, and I could care less about Galadriel. It was everybody else. Like there was characters in it like Elrond and Durin. I would watch the show just with them in it, acting up. Now road trip with them, I would watch. They made her character just so unlikable. Like every time she was on screen, I'm like, will somebody slap the taste out of her mouth, please? Because she just hella disrespectful.
Yeah. I
She's
think
hella rude and hella disrespectful.
Like, I understand, like, she was very, like, focused and she wants to avenge her brother and everything like that, but they made it so she wasn't
likable.
Yeah, they made it, like, too much.
Yeah, she was way too much to the point where it was just like, dude, if I'm Sauron, I'm like, damn, girl, you crazy. I don't want to be around you. Like, I really don't. Like, I'm trying to get away from you. You keep asking me to stay with you. No, I'm not going to stay with you. No, I'm toxic. All right. If I was you, I would have told off the rip. Look, I'm Sauron. All right. I'm Sauron. Just leave me alone, please. Please leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Yeah. Look, I'm Sauron. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Now leave me alone. So, but yeah, I enjoyed that show. And that got a season 2 as well. House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. A lot of people, me included, was them last 3 seasons of original Game of Thrones was that's hard to get through. They're hard to get through because the quality did indeed go down. But House of the Dragon was actually really well done. I enjoyed it. A lot of disturbing deaths, but that's what you're here for. It's Game of Thrones. You're here to see dragons. You're here to see people get killed in messed up ways, and you're here to see one of your favorite Doctor Who's just act up. So those were 2 of my favorites from the year. I enjoyed those a lot. What about you?
Picard season 2. We got the young Guinan. Listen. Picard season 2 was really good. Oh my gosh, I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to season 3. So Picard season 2 was amazing.
Quick question: is season 3 supposed to be? Is that the last season that they're doing for Picard? Or
probably, because I mean, Sir Patrick Stewart, he's tired. Let the man relax.
I didn't know he was 86.
At the same time, please hold on, bruh, so I can go somewhere and meet you because he don't ever be at nothing. He don't ever be at nothing. So I don't know. I had it. What else? It was that. Oh, did that come out this year? I'm over here just Googling stuff.
What are you thinking about?
The Imperfects.
I think that was this year. I think that was last year. Yeah, not this year. Last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Imperfects. Yeah. Okay. So that show was really good. That had me cracking up with them experimenting on people, and then they became like they call themselves monsters, but like the one guy became a chupacabra. The one girl, like her pheromones, she could use them to control people. The other girl had like super hearing, and like everybody had like different powers.
Girl, what you watching?
You watch The Imperfects? That was so good. It was like I don't know, scrolling through and I saw it, so that was really good. Obviously, Alice in Borderlands season 2.
I've heard that's good. I need to watch that.
That was really good. I enjoyed it. I'm hoping for a season 3 because it's always based on like the different cards, and it ended, and I was like, oh, yes. I was like, what is that going to be? I mean, yeah, the ending, like, I don't want to spoil it for people.
But it was a so-so ending.
I mean, I understand the end. I guess I didn't care for the ending, but the ending was a good ending. It was a good, feasible ending. I just wished for something else. Like, I don't want to take that away from them. It was a good ending, but I had wished for something else. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Obviously, Wednesday was a hit. That was really good. I know there's like the whatever merger with MGM and whoever else. So now Wednesday, the season 2 won't be on Netflix. That's going to be picked up somewhere else because of that. There's an MGM and somebody else is merging.
Oh.
So they won't. So
that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So while they know there's going to be a season 2, they know it's not going to be on Netflix because now that the rights and whatever, blah 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 blah.
Well, at least it didn't get canceled because there was some show that people was mad.
Let me rephrase that. I don't know if this is going to get canceled because again, mergers, like while it's a very big hit and it made a lot of money,
if this exec don't like it,
then that's it. They're like, no, it's too not our. That's not what
we're a family-friendly organization.
That is not our vision, and then canceled and it's gone. So there's that.
Jenny Ortega didn't sign my autograph sheet, so yes, we're canceling the show. Like
that's it.
What?
That's what it is. Yeah. I think that's it. Did whatchamacallit end this year? I'm trying to think of like was that this year or was that the year before? I mean, did it end in 2022?
Which one?
Legacies ended in 2022.
Okay, I don't watch that, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know you didn't watch that. So that was the end of the Vampire Diaries saga. They had a spin-off that had a spin-off. The Vampire Diaries, then you had the originals, then you had the kids of the people from that in Legacies. And then that was the end. And that ended very abruptly. It wasn't the greatest ending. It was very rushed. But again, that was because of the CW being bought, blah, blah, blah. So they're canceling a lot of their shows.
Oh, they getting rid of a lot of them.
They're getting, because then it's leaner, cheaper, and then they can go in whatever path they want to go.
Yeah, it actually makes sense. It makes sense.
So they cut that. And I think those are all the ones I can think of off the top of my head. I can't really.
Well, you notice we did not mention one Marvel show.
Oh, you know what? You go ahead and mention them because I totally forgot. Because I was trying to think of all the other stuff we didn't necessarily review.
To be fair, while I enjoyed a lot of the Marvel stuff, like it didn't beat out as far as like some of the other shows like Rings of Power and stuff like that. I thought like they were good, but they just weren't as good as some of my favorites. But enjoyed Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, that was yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't even mention, but I was just
But it's just I just realized like we didn't even mention any of them. But it's not that they were bad. It's just like we ain't got that much time. So yeah. So 2023, we got some stuff that's gonna be dropping. So I'm just gonna throw out some names, and I just want to get your immediate thought on should we review it or not. All right. So Ahsoka.
Oh, and that's what my future wife that she doesn't know me though.
Yeah, her.
And that that I'm not actually gay or anything, but that's okay for her. Rosario Dawson. We are going to review it because she's beautiful. Even though, like I said, I think I said it. Did I say it here? Clerks 3 was such a tearjerker. Oh my gosh!
I have not seen it yet. I need to watch it.
Oh my gosh! Bring tissues. It was just as bad as The Best Man 2. It was just as tear jerky as The Best Man 2.
I didn't really like The Best Man, but
okay. If you haven't watched The Best Man 2, it was just I went to the movie theater. It was just crickets and sniffles.
Okay. All right. So since we did talk about CW getting rid of stuff, Flash, the final season.
It's the end. We're gonna review that, but we're doing that on my channel.
Yeah, we're doing it on her channel.
Flashpoint. What was our show called?
Flashpoint. It was called Flashpoints.
Flashpoint. It'll be back.
Back for one season only.
One season only. One night only.
Yeah,
one night only.
One night only. Yeah, because I think it's only like 13 episodes, so they're letting them finish up the series. Thankfully,
which is ridiculous because like they ended it and they were fine. Like, and then they're like, oh, they're gonna actually sign back, and the writers were like, what do you mean they're coming back? We just shot our load. We did everything in this one. We ended it. We like the big bad. We're done.
Yep, and they made him come back. So yeah.
Like, you know what? I quit.
Yeah. So and that was what, 3 seasons ago?
Yeah. And you know what? I would want no big bad. I want Monster of the Week, and we end it with like Monster of the Week, and Iris finding out she's pregnant. Final episode. We're done. End scene. You know, like that's it. Like I don't want any more thorns or whatever. I don't want any big bads from the future, past, present, whatever. I don't want any of that. Just the Monster of the Week. Everybody coming together, somehow bringing back Killer Frost, and everybody's happy.
Okay, all right.
That's what I want.
That's what you want. All right.
I don't need a bunch of angst and problems and stuff.
Yeah, we really don't need that. Like, we honestly don't need that. So
Monster of the Week every week, and then end it.
All right. That makes sense. Okay, so here's another one that the CW is getting rid of. It's supposed to be the final season of Riverdale. It's supposed to be early 2023. So
there's the concept of jumping the shark, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did cartwheels around the shark.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
I don't even know where we're going, but the show has gone so far off the rails that it's like you never know what you're going to get with this show. And you know what? I am here for it, and I'm going to keep watching. I watched it from the beginning.
The first 2 seasons was off the chain, though. I'm not going to lie. The first 2 seasons was off the chain.
And then they just went too wild.
Yeah.
So you know what? It's fine. You know what? And bring Sabrina in because everybody loves Sabrina. So bring Sabrina back. Let her be like a permanent character. You know, and let's just go with it. Bring back Josie. Bring back everybody and leave it there. And I guess we'll see how it all turns out. Even though they're now in a weird metaverse of the comic.
Yeah, which makes no sense because that's not.
But then Jughead knows that it's not right. I'm like,
y'all just, oh god. So
it was okay when like it was, you know, in the beginning, and then all of a sudden they just went too mystical, if you will.
They went way too far. So Secret Invasion. This is the Marvel show. It's supposed to be up in early 2023. This is the one with Sam Jackson.
Of course, I'm here.
All right. I did watch the first season of this, so I'm actually looking forward to this. Was Shadow and Bone season 2?
That's the one when they had to cross the divide.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was thinking about that. I enjoyed that show. I would watch it.
Netflix on March 16th is the date they have for the premiere, so that might be one I might have to throw on. Might throw on it. Let's see. Well, we're pretty much watching Mandalorian season 3 at this point.
Of course.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I don't even know why. That's gonna happen. There's another one on here that's in the first half of the year that I think will be Last of Us.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
You're gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. You gotta tell me how it is then.
You're not gonna watch it? I never played the video game, but I like zombie movies. I like zombie movies and shows.
Well, so the problem is I read too much, and I know what they took it from, and I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this.
Well, so yeah. Then I'm coming in as a person who has not played the video game, who has not read it, who just, hey, it's another zombie thing.
Yeah. To be completely 100% fair, I am burned out on zombies. So
yeah. But then that's why you should do it then. Because again, it's like Halo. I came in with the person, I know nothing about Halo besides Master Chief. And I know nothing. So I had a whole different take and perspective and enjoyed the show because I had no background knowledge.
Yeah.
You have background knowledge on The Last of Us. I have none. So I'll probably
Yeah,
enjoy the show because I won't know what I'm missing or what's not supposed to be there, what's supposed to be there.
because I played the first game, and while I did find it enjoyable, I wasn't like everybody else was like, "Oh my god, this is the best thing I ever played." I'm like, no, it's the road mixed with the Walking Dead. I already this ain't so yeah. That's neither here nor there. But all right, now this is the one I didn't find out about this until like late last week. Velma is getting an animated show on January 12th on HBO Max.
Oh, you see how people are all upset about it?
Yeah, I don't care, but I'm looking forward to it because I like the Scooby Doo stuff, and I would be interested in seeing, especially for the first few episodes, just see how it is. Because if they pull it like, because I didn't expect to like Harley Quinn so much, and I'd be laughing every episode. It's hilarious. So I'm actually looking forward to it.
And I really enjoy. I've always liked the Scooby Doo. I'm always a Scooby Doo fan.
Yeah,
I'm really sad because I have the Scooby Doo Lego Mystery Machine.
you got one.
Yeah, and I never put it together because like I got it like so many people. I have so many Scooby Doo stuff, and so that was something that I got because I was like, oh, cool, Scooby Doo, whatever. I got it as a gift, and I never put it together. And I was like, and you know, like many people who collect stuff, I have to buy a second one to then put it together.
Yeah, to put it together. Yeah.
Now my problem is, it's a sought after collector's item.
Oh yeah.
I'm not paying $300-400 for it, and mine is like mint in box, like never been opened, like because.
So you got a decision to make.
Well, no, I'm still never going to open it. I guess if I could find a used one that somebody had already put together.
A used one? All right, that's a good one.
Where is it? It's somewhere. It's like.
Well, I feel your pain. I feel your pain because I got when the Voltron, the Netflix Voltron show came out, I was actually able to get my hands on one of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive ones, and I was never going to open it until my niece and my nephew asked me to put it together.
Yeah.
And I went and did it. So I'm like, well, I did it. So there's that. And I'm never going to probably be able to find another one because it was a limited edition set, and I'm not spending $2,500 to get another one. That ain't going to happen. So, yeah. So I do understand and feel you. But, yeah, I didn't know about the Velma one, and I did see some of the backlash. I think it's unwarranted. It's just people being stupid. I mean, I can't judge it before I watch it. You know, I don't even know how it's gonna be. As long as it's the same, as long as it's funny, I'm good with it. You know, and the stories make sense and it doesn't like try to beat me over the head. I'm good with it. So it should be interesting, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, leave us a comment. Let us know what you guys are looking forward to in the first half of 2023. There are some more things that's supposed to drop. I think it's rumored that either the Echo show or the Agatha show is going to drop in fall of 2023 for Marvel. The X-Men animated series is supposed to drop sometime this summer on Disney Plus. So we'll probably know a little bit more probably around March or April when they do their full listing. They didn't do a full listing yet, so only reason why I know about Secret Invasion because they threw another trailer up. I want to say right after Thanksgiving, I think they threw another trailer up.
When are we getting a new trailer for The Little Mermaid? It's supposed to come out May this year.
I'm thinking we're either going to get it sometime this month or they save because a lot of stuff they're saving for the beginning of February for Black History Month.
Or for Super Bowl.
Yeah, because Black Panther 2 was supposed to release on Disney Plus like next week, but they pushed it back.
Oh, they pushed it back.
Yeah, they pushed it back to February 1st. So
they did next week and put like Black History Month is all year round, but all right, whatever.
I feel you because that's what I was saying, but I'm thinking that's what they're doing, or either like you said, wait until the Super Bowl to do that first little 30-second teaser or whatever, and then after the game, drop the full blown trailer with the full on release date and all that. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's either going to be April or it's going to be June. Because I think the Marvel show drops. I think Marvel has a movie dropping in May. I think because I know Ant-Man drops in February, and I think the other one, who is it? One of the other ones either drop May or June. It's going to be flipped, whichever
Yeah.
one it is.
What's the
So
new Guardians?
it may be that one, yeah.
Okay.
So if it doesn't drop in May, then I think Little Mermaid's dropping in May, and they're dropping in June. So it's whichever one. So I think that's probably what they're doing, though. If I was a gambling person, because yeah, they should have had that out, because usually you start doing your trailers, getting people hyped for it, because we should get another Mario trailer probably next month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably either get the final trailer or whatever craziness they got planned probably next month, because that drops April. So we shall see. We might have to do a movie one for the first half of the year for movies. Probably do that. Probably have to do one of those sometime soon. But all right, leave a comment, people. Let us know what you guys are looking forward to seeing in the first half of the year. Let us know what TV shows you're watching, so we can have something to add to our list. And if there is something you would like for us to watch and talk about, let us know, and we will see about getting that done. Anything you want to pimp out?
As always, come by, check me out on Pinterest. I will be streaming on Pinterest Mondays at 9:30 p.m. on that's that. Wednesday, Gamer Corner. We're keeping it going. Episode 11 or 12? 11. That'll be this Wednesday, the 11th. So, which is fun because this year is the 10th year anniversary of Fangirl Review. So we're going to do something special in July, because that's when Fangirl Review officially launched. So stay tuned.
Sweet. Don't forget, we got the Winging It podcast tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are back with our 2022 in memoriam show. So please stop through. Chat will be open as always. I put up a couple of Let's Talk lives, and I got mine videos on the YouTube channel, so you can check those out when you have some time. Me and Andre had a discussion Friday about where Smash could go, seeing as how Masahiro Sakurai has now claimed he is semi-retired. So we know they're gonna keep Smash Bros. Going. It makes too much money for them not to. So we were just spitballing about where they could go and what and how many characters and things of that nature. Because I'm envisioning the game being a soft reboot whenever the next system comes out. So stop by, check that one out. We went about an hour, so not too bad in my opinion. And don't forget to just check us out tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're back on our regular scheduled foolishness on Sundays. So thank you guys as always, and we will see you next Sunday. Peace.
Bye.